Hello, welcome back to Herbie's Garage. Today I'm going to be working on carburetors. I took out my old one because it just wasn't running up to standard for me. It had a little bit of cutout hesitation to it. I think these passages in here are just so ate out and everything from sitting that this carb is pretty much gone, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and try a Chinese knockoff of this carburetor and see how it does. It took me a little while to get these cables working. The cables were a little bit difficult, to say the least. So I got those pretty much squared away, so I'm going to be getting ready to put this thing in. Let me get this adjustment in here, idle adjustment. Trying to get this thing all ready to go. When I put it in, it'll be a lot easier to go in. At least I hope it will. This is a tight fit inside of here. I'll put you on the other side where you can kind of watch me struggle. But on this intake, I went ahead and made me a gasket and put on it because this intake is getting in bad shape and they're hard to find. So I'm going to try running with a gasket on it and see how it does. So I'm going to put you on the other side. I'm going to get started trying to put this in. All right, let's see if we can get these hoses routed in here first. I can put them in later where they need to go, but try to put that in there. Push it in and back. Oh, my new petcock's in the way. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to take this cable thing out of here. I'm going to have to take this out for this choke cable. My goodness. Ugh. Makes you wonder why people put things on that tight. I like to have things tight too, but come on. All right, let's take that off. I probably won't be using that anyway. All right, let's try this again, round two. Okay, now that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to take this gasket off. Now let's try. Whew. Woo. Woo-wee. That was not easy. The accelerator pump's hitting down there. Yeah, it'll fit in there, but it's tight, boy. Woo-wee. Is it tight? Alright, well, let's go ahead and put the bolts in it. See how it does. Okay, I got one bolt started. Hopefully this intake manifold will seal on here and I won't have any trouble with it. I'm hoping. I've tried a lot of different places looking for a new manifold, and eBay doesn't have it, and some of these Bike Bandit and Partzilla and all these places, I didn't see it on any of those. OEM Cycles, I think I looked there. I did get a few parts, I think, from OEM Cycles. Okay, that one's tight. That one's tight. All right. Now let's put this clamp back on where it belongs. Oh. Okay. Front clamp is tight. Alright, now I'll put some of these drain hoses down here. Alright. Throttle work? Yep. Throttle works good. Okay, now boy, that's going to be a short run of hose. Put that filter in there, but I got to have a filter, especially after what my tank had in it. Alright, so we want this filter I guess somewhere about in here. I have a new filter coming that's a glass filter, so I won't have to use this plastic. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Put this on the petcock, on my brand new petcock. Alright, so then we'll cut that right about there. There we go. Out of the petcock and into the carb. Let's turn the gas on. You can see it filling it up. Hopefully we won't have any leaks. Alright, now the new aftermarket carburetor's in. I'm going to try to start this without a choke, because that choke is going to be a booger. I'm going to have to rig up a cable or something on that. We'll see how it does without choking. Okay, that's on run. Keys on, petcock's on. Let's try it. It's already idling better. See how easy it starts. Bike's just starting to warm up, and I can tell it's better. The reason I changed that carburetor is I took it out for a ride after I got my tank put on, and you know, sitting in here in my last video and I was revving it up just like I was here, it sounded good, it revved good and everything, but as soon as I got out there and I started going down the road, it started cutting out really bad. And I thought maybe it was a timing point, something like that. So on my last video, or depending on when this one comes out, maybe 2 videos ago, I tried taking care of that, and that didn't take care of it. So it has to be in the carburetor. I have the fuel filter on it, and that's going to catch anything coming out of the tank, hopefully, and my carburetor will stay clean. Now, see, the good thing about these Chinese clone carburetors is that accelerator pump. That will help, especially on the immediate throttle on the where the pilot normally kicks in. It'll help with that. So far I'm happy with it. It was a hard installation. I know there's probably not many people out there that has this bike, but man, the throttle cables, trying to get those things worked out and get them on was a little bit of a challenge. Getting the carburetor in there is kind of a challenge, but you know, it's like anything else. The reward comes with the challenge. So it all worked out good. I'm happy. I'm going to take it for a ride. If it rides good and everything feels ironed out, I'm going to take you guys along. I'm going to bring the GoPro with me, and you guys are going to see how it runs. May even pull the front wheel off the ground a time or two. We'll see. I like these old dirt bikes, these old enduros, street and trail bikes. They're a lot of fun. Anyway, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate you guys watching. Come back with me on the next one. Thanks.